in the history of sub-Saharan Africa. The Tema Port Expansion Project, the most ambitious port construction project on the west coast of Africa, has reached its first major milestone. The port project, initiated by Meridian Port Services Limited, MPS, a joint venture between the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority and Meridian Port Holdings Limited, with Bolloré Transport and Logistics, NAPM Terminals. This massive infrastructure project has successfully stepped through various stages of realization and is on the last stretch to completion. After 3 years of planning, licensing, contracts awards, drawings, simulations, and stress tests, land has been reclaimed from the sea, and so far 350 meters of quay wall, 6 hectares of container yard, and 12 megawatt power stations have been commissioned. Construction contractors, China Harbour Engineering Company, responsible for marine works, have so far built 3,500 meters of breakwater, reclaimed 90 hectares of land from the sea, constructed 700 meters of quay wall, and dredged 4 million metric cubes within the harbour basin. Eiffage, responsible for earthworks, received a sub-base on which they have formed the container yard, with all the under and overground service lines, drainage, electrical, fibre and paving works. Rails were fitted along the length of the quay on which the SDS cranes can run, complete with a backup electricity generator and main supply. Consa, a Ghanaian contractor, is in the final stages of construction of the terminal workshops and office buildings. ZPMC are the suppliers of the fleet of cranes that will be installed on the quay wall. On the 20th of December 2018, the first batch of gantry cranes arrives at the port. There is a high level of expectation mixed with anxiety as the project team waits to catch sight of the ship bringing in the cranes.
The port of Takoradi was built in 1928 as Ghana's first major port on the Atlantic coast. The port is currently experiencing a substantial increase in commercial activities.
The project, which the GPHA has a minimum carried interest of about 25%, is in 2 phases. It includes the relocation of the port oil jetty, dredging works to create a container bed to minus 16 meters, and a multi-purpose bed of 16 meters. Speaking at the laying of the first block for the construction commencement, the project manager of Jan Denu, Pascal Dumes, while narrating the state of work, also said more locals would be employed.
The first phase of the project is about the precast of blocks. The blocks are required to make a quay wall for Atlantic Terminal Services. So we started today with the casting of the precast blocks. Each block is around 50 ton, and in total we have to make around 4,250 blocks. To complete this project, we talk about 24 months for the complete project of quay wall construction, including the full facility behind. We cannot work without a local workforce, of course. We are talking about around 250 to 300 workers.
The chairman of IBISTEC, lawyer Kwame Jan, told City News the project offers an unusual capacity building for Ghanaian investors.
Phase 1 is $200 million, which has been fully secured. And as we continue from phase 1 to phase 2, we are talking about a total of $475 million US. We are all happy that today we have joined hands to witness the casting of the first block for this milestone landmark project. This is the first time that locals are building and operating a deep sea port. And we think that the capacity we have developed from project inception through planning, preparation, through execution. I wouldn't be surprised if 10 years from now, IBISTEC and Atlantic Terminal Services are represented in the West African sub-region and probably beyond. so that we will also bring tax revenues.
Vessels, including oil and gas service vessels. 4. Total terminal area, 61 hectares for receipt, storage, and handling of all types of cargo from containers to oil pipes, cereal, and grains. 5. Terminal will be flexible in respect of cargo and space allocation. 6. Road and rail connections. Quays will be equipped by the concessionaire to comprise at least the following principal facilities. 1. 2 post-Panamax ship-to-store cranes. 2. 4 rubber-tied gantry cranes of 6+1 lanes of 1/5 height. 3. 2 mobile harbor cranes. 4. Fully equipped maintenance workshop for the repair of operating plant and equipment. 5. 2 fixed scanner machines for the scanning of all imported containers. 6. Fully furnished offices for general cargo and container services. The Ibis Tech proposal for 360 meters LOA vessel. The Atlantic terminal will be equipped with 2 scanners to scan every container entering and leaving the terminal. The terminal will be equipped with state-of-the-art gate access control, workshop, and operations equipment. Ibis Tech has begun the financing and construction of a new oil and gas berth to relocate the existing oil berth as part of the agreement. The new oil and gas berth will be constructed on the new jetty constructed by GPHA. The envisaged new oil jetty to be constructed by Ibis Tech on the new jetty. Design vessel is 13 meters draft and 250 meters long. An operations block will be constructed for the on-site management and operation of the new terminal. It will be equipped with CCTV, e-port systems that will link up directly with the GPHA and Tacotel. A well-equipped mechanical workshop will be constructed by Ibis Tech for the efficient repair and maintenance of all the terminal operating equipment and plant. Takoradi Container Terminal Limited, Tacotel. Under a separate earlier agreement with GPHA, Ibis Tech has financed, developed, equipped, and is operating a 25-acre off-dock terminal, Tacotel, within the Takoradi Secondary Metropolis. Tacotel is fully equipped with a container freight station.
Known as CDS Zanhi, and it is expected to be completed by April this year. The director of Takoradi Harbour, Captain Ebenezer Afezi, says the dredging works is a crucial phase of the Atlantic Terminal construction, as it will pave way for the erection of the 600-meter-long quay wall for the berthing of larger vessels.
As I speak with you now, you look over here, you can see a dredger on site now, dredging and at the same time reclaiming the land, using the dredge material to reclaim land for us. This project is very important because years ago, Takoradi Port has been deemed to be a port only for bulk mineral oil.